in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk about in this reaction video is how women break men, how they attempt to, the different type of strategies that they're using, the angles or whatever, societal pressures that they may be using or utilizing to try to break men of all races. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. Before I even get started, let me go ahead and tell you to hit the notification bell. Once you do that, select the option that says all. That way you will be informed of all my new content. Can you dig it? And hit that like button, baby. Now, let me go ahead and put this guy on the screen, man. 1 second, y'all. Boom. Yeah, man. Like I always tell you, man, let's get it. And pay attention to what he's about to say.
Since this is relevant, I'm going to talk about it. Between the who gonna be the boys and the shit that's going on in Houston, we got a lot to unpack here. This is a part of a greater agenda to destroy the black man. Listen up. The strategy to destroy the black man. Effeminize, emasculate, shame, repeat. To effeminize the black man, you take actions, traits, and characteristics and attach it to femininity. So if a black man portrays any of this, they attach it to him either being DL or, being outwardly gay or just straight up feminine.
Let me break that one down for you right quick without too many interruptions in this video. What he's talking about is how anytime a man show any type of softness, for example, how that softness is correlated to being gay or on a down low or living a secret double life. Have you heard people say that men should get in touch with their feminine side? I'm going to tell you something. We're going to break this down right now. There's no such thing as a man having a feminine side. I done heard this throughout the years. They don't understand that there's softness and there's hardness to masculinity. Hardness of masculinity is, for example, when a man stands up for himself, when a man protects himself, protects a family, when a man is assertive, when a man won't take nobody's BS, when a man is driven and determined and will overcome all forms of adversity to get wherever it is that he wants out of life. Okay, that's hardness of masculinity. The softness of masculinity is when he picks up his son, when he picks up his daughter and say, I love you to that child. Softness of masculinity is when he wants to hold his wife, when he wants to hug his mother, when he's want to be playful in the form of horse playing with his son or stuff like that, when he ain't out there just working real hard, when he's just relaxing, he's chilled, when he smiles and stuff like that. That is softness of masculinity. That is not a feminine side of a man, because they will say those exact things I just mentioned is an example of femininity, where a man has to get in touch with his feminine side. That is still masculinity. Okay, masculinity has both hard and soft sides, but it's still masculinity. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. And when a man complains about what women are doing, they want to say that's being feminine too. As if a man does not have a right to speak out against what's bothering him, as if a man does not have the right to voice a gripe or a grievance against anybody in life. That is stupid. Let's keep going.
Being outwardly gay or just straight up feminine. The reason why they do this is to easier back black men in the corner to a certain amount of actions, traits, and characteristics that they can only display. If they display anything outside of that, it's automatically feminine, it's automatically DL, you're automatically gay. Now, when they're emasculating you, they would take any and every attempt to say that you are not a man. That is their goal, to make you believe that you're not a man. They want to logically and mentally and spiritually make you believe that you're not a man if you don't do this and if you don't do that and if you don't conform to what they believe in what a man should be. And lastly is shame. They have to shame you. If they don't shame you, none of the other two steps is going to work. Because once you're, as a man, you're naturally going to want to fight back against these things. But if they keep shaming you and they keep shaming you and they keep shaming you, eventually you'll break.
Shaming you because you say you want a woman who is submissive and feminine. Shaming you because you have standards and values. Shaming you because you have love of self and you refuse to put up with anything that is beneath you. They will shame you because you don't want to marry a woman who have had 7 or 5 or 4 non-marital births with 5 or 6 baby daddies. They will shame you and tell you that you're not a real man. A real man will step up to the plate and be stepdaddy. A real man will step up and understand that everyone makes mistakes, that only God can judge her and you can't judge her. I mean, stuff like that. They shame you, put you down, try to ostracize you, try to alienate you, try to keep you away from everybody else. Basically, they try to put you in this little box, this little category of men who don't meet up to their standards. And then they take a dump on you. You get what I'm saying? They shame you. This is how they are trying to break men, through that shame and everything else that this man just said, man. These are one or few of the many techniques that today's modern women, black women in particular, that I'm addressing, but it's for all of them, of all cultures and backgrounds. If they are Americanized and raised in the West, this is the thing. These are the things that they're using to put you down. Also, they are trying to make the boys more feminine. And I'm not even talking about sexuality. I'm talking about mentality, to make them see things like a woman, to give them the eyes of a broad so they can react like a broad. They can problem solve like a broad, so they can have feelings like a broad, so they can be on the side of women like a broad, so they can be gossipers like a broad, so they can hate all men like a broad, training them to be feminized in their minds. Come on, man. Let's go.
Lastly, they have to repeat the process. Some men just don't break easily. The reason why some men don't break easily is because they have things to support themselves. If you're a man with money, if you have your own situation, you have your own business, it makes it harder for them to break you because you have these things that you don't exactly need from them. You know what I mean? So if you could take care of yourself and you're in a situation where you're just good, it's hard for them to break you because you don't need them. You don't need to listen to them. But if you're a dude, you broke as fuck, or you in a situation where you absolutely have to depend on a woman, they're gonna fuck you up, bro. On that note, bro, fellas, y'all just gotta stay strong, man. It's a movement out here targeting us. It's an agenda out here that's trying to see to your destruction, bro. You gotta stay strong.
Now, let me tell you something. A good point that he made at the end. He said, when men have their own things, they are not going to get broken this way. And it makes a lot of sense. This is why I keep telling you, man, to be the best version of yourselves, to remain productive. All right. Get things out of life, earn things, acquire things, achieve things, become accomplished. Because when you have those certain things, it helps to instill pride. And it shows you that you don't have to put up with anybody because you can get it on your own. All this independent talk women be talking about, men have always been independent. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you got a woman that makes more than you, or if you are a pookie and you need to change from that, but if you're a pookie and you don't got shit and you 30-something years old, 40-something years old, that's your fault. And another thing is, if you are a pookie, you know damn well a lot of you have placed yourselves in positions where women have power over you. You're moving in with them, they can kick you out at any time. You're driving their car, they can take the car back at any time. They can talk to you any kind of way because they don't respect you. You're just there because you're some good diggling, or they just don't want to be alone, or both. You get what I'm saying? And they can still step out and sleep with another man and tell you about it to your face, and you can't do jack shit about it because you need a place to stay. Now, there's some pookies who still run the household and don't have nothing going on because they got a weak-minded woman. But there's some women who are still, in my opinion, weak-minded, but they don't have enough self-esteem to want a better man, or there's a refusal in their spirit to submit to a man, because a good man is going to require things from them, and they're going to have to submit to those requirements of that good man in order to get along with that good man. So there's some women out there who will get a man who ain't shit, so she can always feel as if she's in a position of superiority over that man, and she can run that man, because anything that she can control makes her feel safe. She finds security in the control of another person. This is why they got son husbands. She could tell the son husband, you the man of the house and stuff. Someone break in and he's only like 10, 15 years old, or 10, 11. He try to fight the man that's 34 who got a damn AK and take it and get his life took because he's a man of the house. This is why women tell these other kids, take care of your children, take care of my children, your brother or your sister, while I go out to the club and hunch on somebody on the dance floor. They love to be in control of shit. You get what I'm saying? So these are one of the many ways to try to break it down. Can you dig it? Well, anyway, I'll be talking to you pretty soon, man. Y'all take it easy now, yeah?